Hello everyone, what's up? It's Finchinator here. We're back with another Draft League game, this time against Keegan, a really solid player who drafted a really threatening team. So let's look at that. This is his team right here at the end. He's got Tapu Koko, Halucha, Nido Queen, Salamence, Empoleon, Serena, Chandelure, and of course Cosmo, because why not? Just figured that last point. And of course, my team still, Zenit's T, Aegislash, Slowbro Mega, Rhyperior, Mandibuzz, Sylveon, and Rotom-Mow. Hey, if this is like new to you guys and you want to see more draft games, I've already uploaded my game against Accelerate and my game against ELM and T44. And my game against Gypsies can either come tomorrow or Wednesday, so keep your eyes open for that. A lot of cool games. But without further ado, let's get into this. So right off the bat, I see this man's got a Tapu Koko, and I'm like, shit, that is a threat. Want to know why? Because it really pummels the fuck out of Tornadus Therian, and on top of that, it matches up well with Slowbro Mega, it matches up well with Mandibuzz. So I was like, shit, I need to bring out Rhyperior this game for sure. It blocks electric moves, but it could still run Grass Knot. So I was actually running Rindo Rhyperior, and that was a staple in my team from the beginning. What's really cool about Rindo Rhyperior is not only does it cover Coco, but it also covers Serena, and you could run Megahorn. And despite running like 60 attack Adamant for it to kill with Megahorn, you can still live a Scald from a defensive Empoleon due to Solid Rock without a Paso Berry. So it was actually really useful. I ran Stealth Rock, Megahorn, Earthquake, Stone Edge. Earthquake helped take out Nido Queen, Stone Edge helped take out Salamence. Both stabs took out Chandelure, Earthquake, of course, took out Top Coco, and Megahorn at Serena. So yeah, that was like really cool. Kind of a utility right period. Played a bit more offensively. But one of my more controversial team building decisions, and definitely something that I wanted to highlight, is I thought long and hard about this, and I needed every Pokemon on my team defensively besides Tornadus T. Tornadus T only checks Serena, and not only did I think it was very unlikely to bring that, but also Mandibuzz, Rotom-Mow, and Aegislash all fared relatively well against it in conjunction with my lower Rhyperior set. So I elected to not bring Tornadus T. I didn't. It's the best Pokemon in the game. It generates momentum. I'm sure it could have U-turned all over his team, caught on top of Coco with the Sludge Wave and whatnot, but Empoleon plus Coco in conjunction with it definitely having a fast Pokemon in Coco, and also Lucha was going to be probably faster than me because I was going to run a bulkier set to live any hit from Salamence. So it'd be big. Yeah, I mean, I was considering bringing Assault Vest to live any hit from Coco that was special, and also pivot into Spec Chandelure, or Scarf Chandelure wouldn't even 2-kill me, and check Nido Queen. But I was like, you know what? I'll run a fast knock Mandibuzz for the Nido Queen, and also still be able to speed tie, plus speed Chandelure, and outrun Modest Specs. So I just didn't feel a need to run Tornadus T. And I can't believe it. It was my second pick overall in the first round. It was my first Pokemon that I picked, obviously. You're 18 points and widely regarded as one of the most versatile and top Pokemon in draft. But no, I didn't bring Tornadus T. Call it unorthodox, call it foolish, but I didn't feel a need to in this matchup. And I don't think you'll face many teams with the combination of Tapu Koko and a really bulky, durable steel. A lot of them will have Aegislash like mine did, or maybe Mega Mawile, because I know Tornadus T plus Mega Mawile is a common conjunction, or even Tornadus T plus Melmetal if it falls to you, which if you do, then congratulations, you've just won your league, in my opinion. But that's besides the point. He saved the steal for late and got Empoleon. So I was like, you know what? We're going to pull a little reverse here. We're not going to bring Tornadus T. So let's explain why I need all the other Pokemon. Aegislash should be fairly obvious. I need to make progress into kill Pokemon, and he has no Ghost Resist. Closest thing to a Ghost Resist he has is either an Intimidate, Salamence for physical hits, or especially defensive Empoleon for special hits. And both those can be broken through. I really wanted to run only Ghost moves on. Sorry. Let me get that sentence out again. Slow down. I really had to run only Ghost moves offensively, so that allowed me to run King Shield for longevity and also Swords Dance. So I ran Shadow Sneak, Swords Dance, Shadow Claw, and King Shield. And I think I threw a Shocker Berry on it, top for Nido Queen, Salamence, and even potentially nothing else from ground moves. I don't know what I'm saying. Just those two. As for Slowbro, it was really important to have something to check Halucha with Throat Chop, as that could potentially beat down Aegislash. Plus 2 Throat Chop doesn't even 2-kill Mega Slowbro. Also, that combined with the fact that it checks a physical Moxie Salamence, Ice Beam takes it out for sure, and it can pivot into Empoleon, doesn't mind taking a Scald Burn or Toxic, it just teleports out and gets you in something like Rotom-Mow without ever seen that, or even Aegislash. So yeah, that's cool. I could also EV it to live a timid Scarf Shadow Ball, I believe, so that was also really nice. Rhyperior, we already went through. Mandibuzz, I ran really fast to speed tie Chandelure at worst, and have a chance of outrunning Serena, and on top of that, always outrun non-Scarf Nido Queen and hit that shit with a knockoff, and then it can't kill me with special attacks. I didn't even run max HP. I ran some special defense just to cheat. Also, I always live a specific hit from Coco. I think it might have been with Magnet. Don't quote me on that, though. And also, I live a couple hits from Scarf Chandelure. Sylveon, I honestly forget the spread I was running. I think I ran enough to live 2 Earthquakes after Stealth Rock from Salamence. And then I just pumped special defense so I could check Specs Tapu Koko. I could check Scarf Chandelure. I could even check Spec Chandelure if there were no hazards up and I got a Protect off. Then Fire Blast would 2-kill me unless Modest and Max Roll, or it gets a burn, or Rocks Up or Knock, etc. And then last but not least, I ran a Scarf Rotom because it looked pretty threatening on his team aside from the Serena. It did really good Volt Switch all over things and potentially leads to Immuniqueen, so it was great. But now let's get down into this battle. So right off the bat, I'm like, okay, yeah, he brought Pokemon I expected. I didn't expect to see Serena, and of course he wasn't going to bring Cosmog, so that's good. However, it's still very threatening, so I needed to be very careful around the Coco. I couldn't switch into Grass Knot and burn the Ringo Berry because then he's going to just kill me. I have to get the knockoff on the Nidoqueen quickly, and I've got to figure out what set the Chandelure is and minimize that. Looking at his team, Stealth Rock placement is huge because if he's going to be Stealth Rock on the Empoleon, that means that A, he's more likely to be Toxic Spikes on the Nidoqueen, which actually is a bit of a problem for me because I'd have to constantly be forced to defog and utility advantage up with Coco. And B, if he's Stealth Rock on the Empoleon, he's probably not Stealth Rock plus defog, so therefore that could open up an opportunity for him to run a utility Mence, which A, could pack Wish plus Intimidate, but B, also could pack defog. So just by process of elimination, I'm like, okay, this is going to tell a lot of stuff. But if he's Stealth Rock on Nidoqueen, then it's probably a defog utility Empoleon. I don't think he's running offensive Empoleon, for the record. I think it's always going to be defense in this matchup. And that opened up the door for possibilities like a mixed Salamence with Life Orb, or a Choice Scarf variant with Moxie, or even, say, Choice Band or Choice Specs, depending on what he's going for. So there's a lot of 2-hit KO potential for my team, but not a lot of 1-hit KO potential, so that's cool. But I really just had to feel out the sets early on in the game. So right off the bat, he led Nidoqueen, and I lead Rotom. I'm like, okay, shit, I died a Sludge Wave, I'm going to go to Mandibuzz. So he sets up Rocks. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to defog immediately. I think he's probably going to go Coco, and I don't want to let Rocks up. That's fine. He goes Thunderbolt. So now I think I go Roost thinking, okay, he's probably going to go Coco. I just don't want to be weakened. He goes Rocks again. And at this point, I'm like, okay, I think he's staying in and just persisting here, but he can't paralyze me with Sheer Force. So I get that knockoff. And even worst case scenario, he knocked up Coco. That would have been great. And now I go for the defog. No, I go for Roost. I think defog would have been a little better. And I go Sylveon trying to scout his set. And he reveals Volt Switch and 24%. So I'm like, okay, it could be Magnet. Or it could just be regular, depending on rolls. So we've got to wait to see. I didn't tell enough. He reveals his Sludge Wave there. That's fine. And I stay in knowing that, okay, with it knocked off, Sludge Wave can't actually kill me. So I wish. And now that I know he's Sludge Wave, and he's Stealth Rock, and he's Thunderbolt, right off the bat, it tells me a couple things. First and foremost, it's not Toxic Spikes. He's got to run something at Aegis Slash. It's either Flamethrower or Earth Power last. Earth Power making more sense because it has a ton of mid-round potential, and also hits Rhyperior, which maybe didn't expect it to bring, but yeah, I'm pretty sure Earth Power was a move. But secondly, on top of that, also, that probably means he's defogging on Empoleon and not on Salamence, so I've got to expect an offensive Salamence set. So I got to be careful of that. I've got to pay attention to when he switches in for the first time if he's Intimidate or Moxie, because that'll dictate a lot. So if he's Intimidate, he's probably mixed or special, but if he's Moxie, he's definitely fully physical. So he goes Chandelure on my Protect. I'm going to go hard Mandibuzz here. He goes for Toxic and misses. That's really unfortunate for him, but I have Heal Bell on the Sylveon, so it's kind of fine. And now he goes Empoleon here, and I don't want to let this take a Toxic, so I just go Rotom. He goes for Toxic. He's got nothing to defog away. This does allow me to get a Volt Switch off. However, he's going to see through that, and he's going to go Nidoqueen. Not scared of Leaf Storm. He would have lived one, probably. This was a good play by him, but that's going to allow me to go right back to Mandibuzz, and seeing as I'm not Toxic, that's just chill. Here I go for the defog. He's just going to go for a weak Thunderbolt, I believe, for like 38, 39, yeah. So I just boosted off, and I'm fine playing this game. Eventually, he's going to have more Stealth Rock PP than I do defog, but eventually he's going to switch out just because he's scared of taking repeated knockoff. So I go for defog. He brings in Coco. And I'm like, okay, Sylveon's fine here. He goes for Volt Switch, and Terrain disappeared on that turn, so it was actually good for me. Because now you're only doing 18 with that. And I'm going to go for Protect here. I'm like, okay, if he's sub CM, then I could potentially take advantage with Mandibuzz. But he's actually Toxic, which is fine because I have Heal Bell. So Hyper Voice. Now he's going to go hard Queen because he sees I go through the sub and do a lot of damage. It's a really frail offensive Chandelure. So special attacks like boosted Hyper Voice to a ton. Now I get the Heal Bell off, which is great, and also kind of negates the Toxic Miss from before, which I felt bad about, but not too bad because I just Heal Bell. And he goes for the Thunderbolt there. I'm going to go for a knockoff again, just cheating to get some damage. I don't mind letting rocks up, as long as I don't let rocks up and I'm low. I just need one of those two. He's going to Thunderbolt and Roost there, crit and do 31. That's no big deal. I think here I defog. Yeah, I defog here, and do I take advantage of him? No, I just go Sylveon again. Once again, it was once train ended, so he's only doing 17. I'm pretty sure it's Magnet at this point. Now he goes Empoleon. I'm scared of Toxic, so I go Aegislash. But he goes for Rocks. He feels he's got 2 Rockers, so now I'm like, okay, maybe it is defog. He's not scared of close combat from Choice Band Aegislash, however. But I go for Swords Dance, and now I'm for sure knowing he's scared of the close combat. So I go for a Shadow Claw rather at +2, as I would live with Scald from 75. And then I go for Sneak and I take it out. Given rolls, unless he was like really, really, really defensive, that always killed. And given the Shadow Claw damage, I don't think so, unless it was like some weird min-max scenario. He goes for Volt Switch, and at this health, I always live any attack from him. His Z moves don't exist, so I'm going to get another Shadow Claw after a King Shield, and the set is working the exact way I wanted it to, and I could potentially even preserve it for later to get a Shadow Stick off against Hawlucha or Chandelure. So now I know he's going to go for an Electric move, though, because at this point, Grass Stunning into that Aegislash is complete nonsense, so I go for Rhyperior on the Grass Stunning. I would have actually lived from Fall, but I wouldn't have lived from Stealth Rock after Stealth Rock, but Rainbow Berry saves me. I get that Earthquake off. He goes hard Hawlucha. Swords Dance here, as I think I go for Stone Edge, just trying to threaten it. That puts it into Slowbro range, but I don't want to risk a crit, so I just go hard to the Rotom here, knowing, okay, I don't mind losing a Pokemon here. I go Slowbro here. I think I Mega Evolve and Ice Beam. So he goes for Throat Chop, only does 41, and he dies to Ice Beam, of course. So it's great. The Stone Edge damage from before really helped me. He goes Chandelure. At this point, I'm trying to preserve a little bit, so I go Mana Buzz. He goes for Hex, revealing that he's Toxic plus Hex plus Sub, so maybe his last move's Calm Mind, in which case he really can't touch me at all. If it's Flamethrower, that's fine too. You really can't beat the Mana Buzz, so I don't mind just boosting up here and getting a knockoff. The Toxic, that's fine. I can Heal Bell at any point in time. I just see the Sylveon still relatively healthy at 84. So I defog here, trying to bait another rock, see if it makes a switch. Now I go for U-turn, and I bring in the Slowbro. I could heal up a little bit. Scald until I burn. But he goes for Roar, which is interesting. I get the burn on the first charge, which is great. Aegislash comes in here, and I'm like, okay, I can't quite kill him, but I want to preserve this for differential. So I'm going to King Shield on the Scald. That's fine. And I think I just go right back out to Slowbro. Yeah, I go to Slowbro knowing, well, I don't have a Regenerator at this point. It's fine. I can take any hit. He's taking damage from burn each turn. I locked off the leftovers already, which was really good. I slack off, and instead of going for Scald, he goes for Roar, and brings out the Aegislash again. So what's going to happen is, with King Shield, he's going to be down to 31-ish% after this burn turn. And thankfully, I'm able to take him out with Shadow Claw, which is really good. Unfortunately, for him, he actually lives, meaning he's like full physical defense, but for some reason he roared again. So he didn't even take the kill, which I kind of accidentally gave him. But that's good for my differential. Now I go Sylveon, knowing, okay, I can make sure he doesn't get a kill here. He just goes Hex, though. And now I 2-kill him with Hyper Voice no matter what he does. So I'm going to protect here. If he subs and he's in range, he reveals Calm Mind, which, again, interesting. But like Hex is only attack now, so you can't kill Mandibuzz no matter what. So I just go for a Hyper Voice here. I get a crit, but I wouldn't want Mandibuzz next turn anyway. I was just kind of trying to bait another Calm Mind there. In hindsight, I should have just went hard Mandibuzz. But yeah, this is fine. So I get the 2-kill. That's great. And I'm going to win the game 5-0, which is really good for my differential. And really good overall because I advanced to 3-0. Hope you guys enjoyed this. More coming in the next couple days to make me a Gypsy King. But until then, it's Finch. Peace.